Hey everybody. In this video we're going to talk about the calculation of the daily volume for maintenance fluids. This is for a child that has got a continuous IV running to keep a vein open, and they're continuously getting IVs. The smaller the person, the less IV fluid or the less fluid they can intake daily, because their body can only absorb so much. If you give them too much or too many milliliters or too much volume, they can go into volume overload because their body just can't absorb anymore, and it can kill them. They can drown in their own fluid. So we have to be careful. So we've got this rule for what to give patients that are on fluid restrictions. And so here's our rule. And in this rule, it's for 100 milliliters per kilogram per day for the first 10 kilograms of body weight. So if you've got a patient that weighs less than 10, this is all you're going to do. But if you've got a patient that weighs more than 10 kilograms, then after the first 10, anything greater than that first 10 and not in less than the 20, you're going to give them 50 milliliters per kilogram per day. And that's for the next 10 kilograms. So if you got somebody that weighs less than 20, that's all you're doing. But if you got somebody that weighs more than 20 kilograms, so anything that's above 20 kilograms, they're getting 20 milliliters per kilogram per day. And this is for above 20 kilograms of body weight. So let's look at 16. 16's a real easy one because this child weighs only 6 kilograms. So it's an infant, it's a baby. My daughter and son both weighed more than 6 kilograms. No, I'll take that back. My daughter weighed almost 6 kilograms. But anyway, they're still an infant. So we're going to take, since she's less than 10 kilograms, we're only going to use this first set. So we're only going to use this 100 milliliters per kilogram per day for the first 10 kilograms. But I'm going to use her weight instead of using the 10. It's for anything that's within that first 10 kilograms. So 10 kilograms over 1 times 100 milliliters per kilogram per day. So the kilograms cancel, and 6 times 100 is 600 milliliters per day. Okay, so I don't care that this is, it's the first 10, but I'm only worried about the 6 that she weighs. Let's look at number 7 or 17. This child weighs 12 kilograms. So for the first 10 kilograms she weighs, she's going to get 100 milliliters per kilogram per day. And then that leaves me with 2 kilograms. This falls in the second 10 kilograms because it's more than 10. And she's going to get 50 milliliters per kilogram per day for that 2 kilograms that she's over the first 10. So I'm going to write this one a little bit different. 100 milliliters per kilogram per day times the first 10 kilograms of her weight. So my kilograms cancel. 100 times 10 gives me 1,000 milliliters per day. And then for the next set of 10, which is a 50 milliliters per kilogram per day, and she only weighs 2 kilograms of that second 10. So my kilograms cancel, so I'm only worried about that 2 kilograms. 2 times 50 is 100 milliliters per day. So that takes care of all her weight. I add these together, and we're always adding these together, and that gives us 1,100 milliliters per day of fluid that this child can receive. Okay. And then let's go on to 18. This person, or this child, weighs 24 kilograms. So again, refer back to our maintenance chart. I'm going to take the first 10 kilograms of her weight. And the first 10 kilograms, remember, is 100 milliliters per kilogram per day. And that leaves me with 14 kilograms. So she has enough for the second 10 kilograms. And that's 50 milliliters per kilogram per day. So I'm multiplying this by 10. I'm going to multiply this one by 10. And then I have 4 left over. So this 4 kilograms is what I have that's over 20. 10 and 10 is 20. So this is going to be the 20 milliliters per kilogram per day that we're multiplying. Okay, so start our multiplication. So 100 milliliters per kilogram per day times the first 10 kilograms of weight, because she does weigh more than 10. Kilograms cancel. That's going to be 1,000 milliliters. Then the second 10 is the 50 milliliters per kilogram per day times 10 kilograms, because she weighs more than 20 kilograms. Kilograms cancel. That gives me 500 milliliters per day. Okay, now she weighs more than 20, so we're doing 20 milliliters per kilogram per day, and she weighs 4 kilograms more than 20, so I'm going to multiply that by 4 kilograms. So the kilograms cancel, and that gives me 80 milliliters per day. So when I add those together, 1,000 plus 500 is 1,500 plus 80 is 1,580 milliliters per day is her maintenance fluid. That's all she's allowed in one day. Okay. I've got 2 more that I want to look at. This time this child's weight is 77 pounds. And I have to convert the 77 pounds to kilograms. So 77, well, let's get that over. So 77 pounds over 1 times 1 kilogram over 2.2 pounds. And I get 35 kilograms. So that's their weight. Okay. So they weigh more than 10, so I'm going to take 10 kilograms away, and that 10 kilograms is going to be multiplied by the 100 milliliters per kilogram per day. That leaves me with 25 kilograms. So they have another 10 kilograms that I can take away, and this one's going to go to the 50 milliliters per kilogram per day, because that's my second 10. And that leaves me with 15 kilograms. And this is going to the 20 milliliters per kilogram per day, because this 20 is for everything that's greater than 20. 15 is everything that was greater than 20. So I multiply it by the 20. So I'm going to start up here. The 100 milliliters per kilogram per day times 10 kilograms, because that's the first 10. Kilograms cancel. I get 1,000 milliliters per day. And then I've got the 50 milliliters per kilogram per day times my next 10 kilograms. And I get 500 milliliters per day. And then I'm going to take the 20 milliliters per kilogram per day, and I'm going to multiply it for everything that's over my 20 kilograms, and that's 15 kilograms. So kilograms cancel. 20 times 15 is 300. milliliters per day. So I'm going to add these up, and I'm going to get a total of 1,800 milliliters per day. And that's their total volume. $20 works the same way. The 55 pounds, I've already figured it out, is 25 kilograms. I'm trying to save a little bit of time. So we've got a weight of 25 kilograms. If I take the first 10 kilograms away, that's my 100 milliliters per kilogram per day. And then that gives me 15 kilograms left. So I can take another 10 from that, and that's going to put me at the 50 milliliters per kilogram per day. And then when I subtract that, I got 5. So we got 5 kilograms that's greater than 20. So that puts me at the 20 milliliters per kilogram per day. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I can take my weight that I'm using, the 10 kilograms, and multiply it by the 100 milliliters per kilogram per day. So the kilograms cancel. So I still have 1,000 milliliters. And then I can take the next 10 kilograms over 1 times the 50 milliliters per kilogram per day. And that's going to equal, get my kilograms cancel, 500 milliliters. These are all per day. And then I've got 5 kilograms that's greater than my 20. And I'm going to multiply it by 20 milliliters per kilogram per day. So the kilograms cancel. 5 times 20 is 100 milliliters per day. And then when I add this all up, I have 1,600 milliliters per day. And that's her total maintenance.